We're joined by head men's and women's swimming coach Vic Riggs and head diving coach Karla Helder. We're going to preview the NCAA men's swimming and diving championships that will have 5 student athletes this week. Just to start out, after the year we've had, what does it mean to you guys, to the student athletes, to the program as a whole, to be able to have this opportunity this week? Vic, if you want to start us off with that.
Well, I think, for 2 of the young men, for Jacob and David, just the opportunity that was taken away from them last year to be a reality this year is huge. And then, of course, it's just a blessing to be able to go and compete. For the other 3 gentlemen, it's the highest competition that our sport offers at the collegiate level. So to have that opportunity to compete against the best in our division, Division I athletics, swimming and diving, is just a great opportunity. And the fact that we were able to pull it off in a very difficult year is outstanding for us.
I have to concur with all of that. When I asked Jacob yesterday how he was doing, he said that last year at this time he was heartbroken. And this year at this time, he's busy applying to grad school and looking at all the stuff that's going on there. So he understands the progress that's been made, but he's also looking forward to an end to his career, which has an impact on an athlete. So, which, last year he wasn't thinking about that, and this year he is.
Yeah, absolutely. And how great that those 2 guys can get, like you said, Vic, get that opportunity that was taken away last year. Going into this week, I know we're all, like we said, very thankful for the opportunity. But what's kind of been the focus for everyone going into the week this week?
Well, for David on the swimming side, it's just kind of we've been just focusing in on his stroke. Obviously, you get back to a little bit of work after Big 12s, and then you start re-tapering or re-resting for NCAA. So we've done a little bit of filming and kind of just kept them on the same schedule that we've been on throughout the season in regards to training and just fine-tuning some things and getting him into a position where he feels pretty confident about what he can do this week.
Yeah. Pretty much along the same lines. In our discussions that we had yesterday with the gentlemen, we reminded them that they are in a place where literally everybody keeps dropping like flies. So their main emphasis has been being able to take care of their health standards, keeping their head on a swivel to see who's around them when they do get outside, and then just going over the refinement of the skills that they have implemented this last year, which has taken them a great distance, and being sure not to overreach and try to be overly competitive.
Obviously, we're all very excited and really looking forward to the week and for the guys to have the opportunity. But what has kind of been the message in practice this week? You guys kind of touched on it on the last one, but just to kind of for them to really embrace the moment and kind of go out there this week and give their all, I guess.
Well, for us, I mean, David, fortunately, he's been there before, so this isn't relatively new for him. So, as I said in the last little bit, right now we're just, doing some practices, keeping it light. And then, we have people training for other various meets. So we've got, full boat going in the water and just kind of taking things day to day. And with David, we started resting him a little bit, a little over a week and a half ago. And like I said, we're just fine tuning some things, working on some of his breakouts and turn work, and just trying to find a few little things here or there that hopefully can help him swim faster than he did at Big 12s and get him some good results at NCAAs.
I just kind of have to fall back on what I said earlier, just making sure that they hit the standards that we've been implementing all year and do it in a relaxed and joyful fashion.
kind of touching on the history that we're making this week for the divers. The first time we've ever had 4 divers competing in NCAAs in the same year, and for David, he's the first men's swimmer to qualify 4 years in a row. Obviously, we had we had last year's disappointment, but he still qualified to be there even though it didn't happen. Speak on what that means for this program, both historically and moving forward in future years.
Well, I think every year you start out with a goal of getting to NCAAs, and my job is to make the team better than we were the previous year, and I think we've done that. We had a very successful Big 12 championships, and then, like you said, for David to be the first 4-time NCAA qualifier on the men's side is really special for him, and he'll have an opportunity to go and represent WVU on the swimming side. And then it's, for Karla and the diving side, just to have those 4 gentlemen have that experience. And as I mentioned, Jacob is in a similar situation as David, so it's great that he's going to be able to finish his career and compete at the highest level. But to have those 4 gentlemen go and really express to the team when they come back what it's like. It's a little different than Big 12. So, there's 2 meets that I consider the pinnacle of our sport, and one is men's NCAAs and women's NCAAs, and then Olympic trials. And until you go and experience those meets, you don't really know what it's like. So to have these 4 divers be able to go and do that and bring that back to the program is going to be really important.
I concur. I don't know that I can say that any better.